Guys, as you can see, the start of this video, the outside setup did not disappoint at all today. This is a repeat client that reached out to me for her daughter prom for this year. And I knew that we'll be having the Prom 23 marquee letters, but if I would have known that they wasn't going to be on like stable ground or she didn't have a lot of space, I would have recommended her maybe just doing the prom instead of the 423. Sometimes I know people like to do a lot. Sometimes simple is better or less is more. And in this instance, less would have been a little bit more. As you see, the letters behind it, when I came, they already had them in the grass because it wasn't enough room to put it in the driveway. And then behind them, they had like trash cans, a grill, a box of a Christmas tree. It was everything. So when I seen that, my design totally changed. I'm like, okay, I couldn't do what I did like last setup with the boy, if you guys seen that tutorial. And I basically have to do what I said that I didn't like to do, which is put the balloons going around and across. So yeah, I'm eating my words pretty quickly. You see, that's why I don't play with God. Eat my words real quick. So I had to do that. And then the only thing is, because it was really windy this day, which was weird because it was like nice, but it was like a little bit of wind, but like because we're working with like these kind of backdrops and balloons, it was like a lot of wind for them. So I'm putting the balloons over the top, and as you can see, they keep going back. Now, I already had the balloons in like double clusters, so like a mini garland. So I had 2 clusters of 8 balloons tied together already, and I used all clusters of 8 balloons, and I had like a few clusters of 6 balloons on the side, but mainly I used clusters of 8 balloons because we're outdoors. A lot of my clusters had 16-inch balloons in them because I wanted to fill up space pretty quickly. And you guys will see me go back later and add tape on top of the marquee letters. That way the balloons don't start falling back. Something I did do after this setup is, because I had used my black gaff tape, I didn't have any kind of clear tape. So I looked on Amazon and I did find some clear gaff tape that I now have, which I like because on here you can see the black tape. I try to hide it with the balloons at the end, but it was sticking out like a stick out like a sore thumb or something like that. Yeah, it was sticking out like that. So I had some clear gaff tape. I'll still leave the link in the description box of what I use now. Because it's been coming in handy. I had like a setups after this that I started using the clear tape for, especially like if it's on the floor. Sometimes you can see a little bit of piece of black. I try to push it in the back, but somehow you can still see it. I don't know, or I can see it, but I like the clear tape that I have now. So these marquee letters was falling all throughout the setup, even at the end. We end up getting some more weights. So I just there's nothing I could have done. The vendor said that they didn't leave like any kind of extra weights where she got the letters from. They knew that it was going to be outdoors, but they did not know that it was going to be on unstable grounds. I feel like anytime anything is outdoors though, you should always have like extra weights inside your truck when you delivering marquee letters. Marquee letters, I feel like always give me problems. They either have like missing light bulbs or sometimes it's blanket. I don't know. Just keep vendors who have marquee letters that you rent them out, please leave weights inside your vehicles or your truck, whatever you transport, bring them with on site. Please put a box of light bulbs because I feel like it's always something going on with these letters. But yeah, so this is what we were working with. I was still trying to create some kind of height on the balloon, so I wasn't just trying to do like a cluster going all the way across. I was still trying to make some kind of height. And right now I'm going back, as you see, I have my black gaff tape, and I am going across and trying to attach some rig points on top of the actual letter. That way they don't keep falling back. But the letters fell so many times that I had to keep going in and basically reshaping the whole setup. And at a certain point, I was like, all right, the last time it fell, I just they actually, it fell another time after the ones I had on the video. It fell like one more time, and we had got more weights and things like that, bricks and stones, brick, stones, and everything we can find. We try to hold these numbers down. I felt really, really bad. Because it's sometimes the vision don't be visioning, and that's one of the sucky things about being in the event space, because you may have a plan, and you know, we always want our plan to work out, and it sucks when it can't, because it doesn't just affect us, and like, oh, we don't have, you know, the look we're going for, we don't have a content. Like, I could care less about that. I just want to make sure, well, I do want my content, but I want my clients to be happy. I want, you know, whoever they doing, the client doing it for, it to be happy. I want them to, I mean, they love the look, but it sucks when everything doesn't work out altogether. So, I mean, that's just the price you have to pay in this industry. I'm learning that, but I still feel some type of way sometimes when things don't work out as it should. But here I'm just adding more rig points and just going across. Now, I didn't take the balloons all the way down, because again, we are on grass, and you guys know, like, grass pops the balloon, especially for like fresh grass. It was freshly cut, but I still didn't want to take any chances on putting them like directly on the grass, so I kind of just stopped it on the side, and I'm just continuing to add these double clusters of balloons. The colors were chrome silver. I did double stuff one color, which is the black inside white for like a, you know, light gray look, and then marble balloons. And then I just used a lot of 16 inches when it came to the silver and the light gray balloons. The client also had some customized balloons. So on the balloon, it said like Kayla Prime 23. That was the daughter name. And those I had in like their own separate bag, and I added them on once I finished my full setup. That way I can place them where I like. And I also didn't want them to pop, so I was super careful with them. And then the client also had the Starburst balloons, which I'm not really a fan of foil balloons. Leave a comment below, you guys. Do you guys like foil balloons? Like, I like it in other people's setup. I just don't have the patience for foil balloons. And I don't feel like they don't give me a sense of like security when I walk away. I feel like, child, please don't let this foil balloon be wrinkled. Don't let it pop. Don't let it do this. Like, I don't feel safe leaving this foil balloon back. I just don't. Like, I like stuff that I know for sure that's not going to pop, not going to mess up, things like that. I mean, we work with balloons, but still, we work with quality balloons. I feel like foil balloons is a hit and a miss, and I just don't like hit and misses. Like, I like it's going to work kind of thing. But I work with the Starburst balloons, and I like these ones better than the ones that you have to like tie together and twist all around. I did the ones that was already kind of fully built, and you just gotta inflate it maybe on one side. One of them I had, the 35-inch ones, I had to inflate them twice, so it was like a 2-piece set. Then the 24-inch ones I had was a 1-piece set, and you just inflate them. And the 2-piece set, the 35-inch ones, I believe 2 of them popped or something like that. It was a hot mess. So I had like a few of them, and then I added the 24 inches around it. One thing I do like though with the Starburst, I don't like to like spread them out. I guess they are going to be spread out sporadically, but I also like them in bunches, if this makes sense. So I like them like a lot in one area. So I try to do like a bunch of them in one section. Sorry. So I try to do a bunch of them in one section. And that's how I did those. But yeah, they a headache. I don't really care for any kind of foil balloons. They look really, really good during setups, but I don't really care for them. So here I'm going to spray on, and I'll try to leave this in the description box as well. This is the shine that I'm using. What is this? I think it's called Mega Shine. And I only put this on the silver. I didn't care to put it. Look, child, hot mess. I was over it. But I used the Mega Shine, and I only put it on the chrome silver because I didn't want to put it. I didn't really care to put it on the other balloons like the marble and the gray. The chrome silver though, when it's not shiny, it looks a hot mess. And I use the plastic covers to cover up the marquee letters just so I don't put any kind of extra spray or gloom or anything else on the letters. I didn't want to mess it up or make it, I just didn't want to put it on there. So I didn't want to put any residue. But this is the final setup, you guys. This was the hassle. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.